Garcia and Paz-Alberto conducted a study titled Assessment of the Diversity of Macroaquatic Species in Amburayan River in Kapangan, Benguet, Philippines. Cordillera is located in the north-central part of Luzon and is the country's only landlocked region. It is deficient in coastal and marine resources that are supposed to supply the bulk source of fisheries commodities for the local community. The objectives of this study are: first, to survey and identify macroaquatic species present in Amburayan River in Kapangan, Benguet. Second, to determine and assess the possible threats, environmental and anthropogenic factors that affect the ecological integrity of the Amburayan River ecosystem in Kapangan, Benguet. Third, to determine and document the indigenous conservation measures of biodiversity and river ecosystem. And lastly, to give potential recommendation, management and conservation measures and policies that would maintain the ecological integrity of the river ecosystem and attain sustainable resource utilization. Cordillera is dubbed as the watershed cradle of the north, as it hosts 9 major rivers that provide continuous water for irrigation and energy of northern Luzon. One of these 9 major rivers is the Amburayan River. 5 stations were assigned along the channel of Amburayan River from the head point of Station 1 to the tail point of Station 5. Each station was laid with 5 quadrants measuring 10 meter by 12 meter, and each station catered 600 meters squared, and the use of measuring tape and GPS facilitate the measurement and geotagging of the stations respectively. The connection of the upstream and downstream tributaries of the Amburayan River was reviewed with the use of Google Earth Pro application. In order to determine these parameters, the researchers use these materials and also send information from the fishermen in the place. The researchers conducted a focus group discussion wherein they used to generate additional information that are more specific to the community's utilization of the Amburayan River. There were 14 species of macroaquatic species caught in Amburayan River in Kapangan, Benguet, all of which are aquatic fauna since macrophytes were absent within the water column of the river. There is a low biodiversity of macroaquatic species present in the Amburayan River in Kapangan, Benguet because of the presence of introduced species, illegal fishing practices in the downstream tributaries, the river and mining activities within the watershed areas. There are no indigenous or traditional management measures conducted in the river ecosystem to conserve the river and its biodiversity. However, the fishing practices and gears utilized in the river ecosystem promote sustainability of the macroaquatic species inhabiting the environment. Anthropogenic activities and environmental disturbances identified in the area had low impacts to the Amburayan River ecosystem in Kapangan, Benguet.